Welcome to the Man United stream, hope you're doing well. It's Monday morning and we are now officially on the international break. No one likes the international break. I mean, if you're a football fan and you enjoy the Premier League, the last thing you want to hear is that we're on an international break and all the players are jetting off around the world, playing for the international teams and just getting tired. The risk of injury is high, and then they might come back to the club and might not even be fit enough to play for the club. It is horrendous. Why we have so much international breaks, I have no idea. Why can't we have international break at the end of the season? Why do they have to have these small mini breaks where they're going off, jetting across the world? Talk about wasting time and money and effort of all the players going back and forth every other month just for international duty and then coming back either injured or not fit enough to play for the club. It is just not good. We've got a jam-packed out show for you today, so make sure you stick around, hit that like button on this video, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because you will get all the latest Manchester United news and opinions from one single dose, and it is this channel, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, let's move on into today's show. So over the weekend, Manchester United finally got that win, that much needed win to take the pressure off Ten Hag and his players, and it was Scott McTominay who came to rescue the day. Yes, what a performance by Scott McTominay, a player that Manchester United were looking to sell this summer, and I must admit a lot of us were happy to see him leave and be sold so we can bring in someone new. But having heard Scott McTominay's post-match interview, you realised how much passion and love he has for Manchester United. He's a boyhood Manchester United fan and wants to stay at the club and wants to work hard, and them are the players that we need at the club. We need players who are 100% committed to the badge and nothing else. So Scott McTominay, a big thumbs up to you. So my opinion on Scott McTominay has done a complete 360. If he can carry on giving us those kind of performances, that kind of commitment, and wants to play for Manchester United and really loves the club and the badge, well, he should not be sold to anybody and should be kept at the club. So over the weekend we had other teams above Manchester United in the table dropping points, and that was fantastic news for Manchester United. We can finally start climbing up that table and start trying to make our way to the top four, which is an absolute must for Manchester United, but it's going to be very, very difficult. Having seen early signs of Manchester United in this season, you can see that they're not gelling, they're not performing as they should be doing, and if Manchester United do not get their act together quick enough, the top four teams will be out of reach very quickly. Before we know it, we'll not be able to catch them up, and they're not going to lose as many games as we think. So Manchester United really need to start concentrating and really need to start winning to ensure that they get into Champions League next year, because we all know to attract the top players to your club, you need to be in that Champions League. Without Champions League players, the top players do not want to come to the club. They just simply want to go somewhere else, and they'll choose a club just so they can play in that Champions League, because all players want to play on the world stage and Champions League puts them on the map. We're really interested in knowing what you Manchester United fans think about Manchester United and the start to the season, and where you think they'll end up at the end of the season on that table. Do you think they will end up top four or not? Drop your comments below, let us know what you think, how you think this season's going to pan out, and how you think we should be playing going forward. Now, the win on the weekend will give Ten Hag some breathing space, some space to go out there and try and get the players to perform better and get better performances out of them and start getting wins. That's the most important thing. We need to start getting wins. No matter how we do it, we need to start winning. Now, Ten Hag will be hoping and praying that all the players that have gone off to international duty do not pick up any injuries and come back safe and sound and ready to play for the club, ready to play for Manchester United. And I bet Ten Hag cannot wait for that January transfer window to open so you can go out there and buy some new players, buy some reserve players, buy some backup players, because clearly we are struggling with injuries. But the question I have is, are we not playing well because we've got lots of injuries, or are we not playing well because of the play style that Ten Hag is trying to implement with the team, the high transition, the high pressure tactics? Are they working? Drop your comments below, let us know what you think. Now, I'm not a master tactician, but even I can see that Manchester United are really easy to open up and score against. We need to put a stop to this. We need Eric Ten Hag to look into this and see what he can do, how he can set the team up to stop them losing goals. Giving away goals is an absolute no-no because it puts a lot of pressure on our strikers to go out there and get 1 or 2 goals to win the game. We can't do that every single game. We've got to start keeping clean sheets. Onana has to start playing better. The defence has to start playing better because we cannot go throughout this season by letting in all these goals and then hoping that we're going to outscore the other team. One of the biggest problems that Manchester United have had is scoring goals, hence why Ten Hag was after Harry Kane at the start of the summer transfer window, but that was put a stop to by the Glazers, who did not want to invest that much money on a player that was close to retirement. Maybe that's a good move, maybe that's bad. Let us know in the comments below what you think. Do you think we should have signed Harry Kane, or do you think we were better off signing Højlund and leaving that money to spend on some other players? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you smash that like button on the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. You are watching the Man United Streamer channel by the fans for the fans.